Welcome to Orlando, Florida, and the campus of UCF. The Knights are ready to rock an FBC Mortgage Stadium, already bouncing as these fans have been preparing since early this morning. The Utes will kick it away to start. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So the UCF Knights offense will get the first possession of the game. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
On second down, he's looking downfield. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, as a quarterback, it's going to be tough throwing comeback routes against this guy. He does such a good job breaking on the ball, and he's able to swat it away.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously, the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Coming after it. That's reeled in. It's Brown. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's third and short. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. 8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a third down conversion. Hit as he throws. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. The Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Fair catch, called for and made. So the Utah Utes offense will try to get something going with their first possession. I know what a weapon he is on the outside, but stretching the field against this dude in the secondary will be a challenge.
And just some safeties have it, the awareness, the ability to see the ball, to break on the football, and he's one of those guys.
This QB better be looking the safety off. You can't just trust your receiver's going to out-athlete him every time you throw him the ball, because this safety is a different breed.
A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
A little screen to the running back. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The #1 job is to protect their quarterback, and they did not.
They did not, but my #1 job as a defensive lineman is to attack your quarterback and get him on the ground just like this, get him a sack, rattle this guy as much as you can, as many hits as possible on these quarterbacks.
And the Utes will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? That last one looked like a back-breaking drive, David, but they ended up punting.
Yeah, they put some plays together, put some yards together, but the most important stat is putting points on the board. And this offense has to finish, Jesse, when they get across that 50-yard line and start getting in scoring territory.
Yeah, there was some good execution, no doubt about it, but I think it's the critical down and distances, third down in particular. They've got to be better moving forward.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. Caught behind the line. It's Brown. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. The Knights will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. And more yards after contact. Can anyone catch him?
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
They'll ride the hot hand. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Final play of the quarter coming. Trying play action. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Quick strike complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Utes have taken it inside the 20. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Quick release by the QB. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll run it on first and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They lost ground on first down. Now second and goal from the 5. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Utes!
Quarterbacks love finding their tight ends down here in this area of the field. Big targets in small spaces. Nice work on that TD.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 84 yards. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive.
Trying to get behind the defense. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he drops to throw. He'll take another shot here. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside, going up top. And he hauls it in inside the 30. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Caught in the backfield, it's Simon. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. 3rd down coming up after that completion. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. From the shotgun, the inside give. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows that. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Got it behind the line. It's Duggan. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down. Looking for a crease. It's Duggan. Keeps the legs moving. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. The lone back's got it. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. And the Utes line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to fit.
Looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Second down after that incompletion. He's looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. And it's picked off. Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over. Momentum.
It plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the other.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And it's incomplete. He was wild, high and wide on that one. After the misfire now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Duggan. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd down, going up top. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. Well, players don't really like kickers, but if this guy bangs through this 60-yarder, he'll be the toast of the team. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. The holder will put it down at midfield, a 60-yard attempt from the left side, no less. As someone once said, from way downtown, bang, outside of 60 yards. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there in Orlando. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. With that said, let's send it back to the guys inside the bounce house.
The Knights will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. And when your defense is performing like this, pitching a shutout, you want to find a way to reward them and help them out a little bit, David.
And I guess that's the upside for this offense. Their defense has been so good, but man, oh man, they've got to find something, Jesse, that they can hang their hat on, something they can do to move the football.
It just feels like at this point, they kick one more field goal and this is ball game because of how well their defense is playing. So I think offensively, just don't do anything stupid and give the game away.
Brings up second down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. The Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the single back. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Fires to the big fella. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. He's looking to pass. Using the quick game. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to turn the corner on the jet sweep. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Wow, what a big play. And how about the hit stick tackle right there? That's one this offense is going to remember.
Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. Looking for space. It's Duggan. Knocked off his feet.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
They'll try to run for it. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go. Hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Utah! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
And I love the decisiveness by the quarterback on that play. Nobody open downfield. I'm going to go get this myself. And I'm not just going to go get a first down. I'm taking this thing to the house.
He'll bring it out. It's Richardson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football.
He'll take the deep shot. Snatches it on the right. Off he goes. Touchdown, UCF! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He wants to take the top off. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. And he'll take it to... Let's see how aggressive this defensive coordinator is with the lead and just a few minutes left. Going over the top. And they say this is a game of inches, just a few more inches in the field of play, and it would have been a big gain. Instead, it's incomplete. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Grabs it inside He got away from it.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. He's going to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. He's right on target. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Utes will snap it on 1st and 10. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And after that incompletion at this juncture of the game, field goal here would be nice on 4th down, obviously, but do you trust your defense to keep getting stops? If you don't, you've got to go for it here on 4th and short.
It's good. And with just over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They'll start this drive with a pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. He's looking to throw. He wants a big play here late. Underneath toast of coverage, got it deep downfield. Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, UCF! And they've got the lead in the final minute. Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 5 here in the 4th.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lanes, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. He'll bring it back from inside his spot, and they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the 1st down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Get it out on the screen. Finds a crease at the 20. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. He's looking to throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looking to pass on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Washington. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Got his man on the right. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. They'll throw it on first down. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Makes his connection. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. A first down for the offense. Quarterback will audible. Going up top on first down. Time to take a shot. He's got it on the right. Oh, look out. You're not getting him on the ground. Still on his feet. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal. A little sports history, David. Upset is the only horse ever to defeat Man of War. And that's why we call games like this an upset.
I really had no clue that was a real thing. But